So a lot of people have been asking me, yo, Skillz, what build are you using for HAILEY? And this is that one build. So if you're looking for something that can get through these bosses pretty quick, you'll see dropping almost every single one of these bosses in under 10 seconds. I also use this when I'm playing in group play because it helps out, puts out a ton of damage. And as long as you're not getting focused, it helps out the team, right? And right here, I'm only using the ult, right? I'm using my 30 skill and my 4 skill. I'm not even using the second skill, which puts out a ton of damage. Just show you the power here, right? 7 seconds right there. That was actually Executioner. We have Dead Bride here, who is actually chill resistance and was still able to drop him quick. We hit those weak points, right? Hit him in the head, but the weak points is where we're gonna capitalize and be able to drop her a lot quicker. So again, she actually drops in what, 9 seconds. So again, even though there was a boss that had high resistance to chill, 9 seconds, sorry, not 7 seconds. Then we have Devourer here, which is a very easy boss. Most of you guys know this by now. Probably the one most people use on their YouTube videos because very easy to show how fast it's easy like to drop him. But yeah, doesn't even matter. Devour goes down in 6 seconds. Now we have Pyromaniac, and Pyromaniac goes down in under 5 seconds, guys. 4 seconds, and that is actually pretty good, right? So if you guys want to see the build that I am using, remember, weak point damage is where I'm actually focusing when I target these bosses. 3 shots, he was down 4 seconds. Easy. So we'll get into the build. If you guys are ready, if you could do me a favor, drop a like, but let's get into it. Let's go. So before we get into the build, I do want to say you guys need to make sure you pay attention to the weapons and the modules I use on the weapon. Pay attention to the reactor and the external components. They all allow you to do what I'm doing in the video, and obviously she does perform well even without even putting anything into her, but she performs even better as you continue to level her. So let's get into the modules and then we'll get into the weapons themselves. So my build is not completely done, and I'll tell you, I am loving her so far. She's a great boss killer. She's not as good as a mobber, so I wouldn't use her for that. I'm going to use Viesa for that, but overall, this is kind of the build I'm running, and I am going to show you the mod that I want to put here. So we have long distance maneuvering. You can put any module you want in there. Whatever you have, you're going to put that in there just so you get 10 slots. Ideally, you're going to want to use a catalyst here so you can get an extra 5 slots. We have skill concentration. That's going to give us that skill critical hit damage. We have increased HP to give us survivability on the build. We have chill specialist that's going to give us chill skill power. We have front lines, which is going to give us skill critical hit damage and skill critical hit rate. We have dangerous ambush. When landing a skill attack while enemy is not targeting you, skill power is 24%. But once the enemy is immobilized, it means when the Colossal goes down to a knee, that is skill power is up to almost 50%. We have Glacier here, and this is going to give us skill critical hit resistance and chill skill power. We have skill insight for that skill critical hit rate, spear and shield for defense, but we really want that skill power, and then emergency measures for skill critical hit rate and skill critical hit damage. Now you guys might be wondering, what do I have here? Well, I'm currently at 80 out of 80, so I need to pretty much catalyze this 2 more times, and then I can fit in this one here. Focus on singular. It's going to give us skill power modifier plus that skill cooldown. So that is what I'm waiting for here. What I plan on doing is I'm going to use a catalyst, most likely in probably this one right here or dangerous ambush. And then what I'm gonna do is put one here, and then that should give me enough here. Or I could put here and here, it doesn't really matter, but I just need to get another 8 spots, and that way I can fit that one in there. So ideally, that is the goal for that right there. That is my plan to put in here. So I wanna put this mod in there, and then that's going to allow me to put out that damage. Now let's get into the weapons, because some of you guys might be wondering what I have. So for the weapon, I am running the piercing light. Mine has firearm attack, firearm critical hit damage, bonus firearm attack versus colossals, and weak point damage. Some people want the extra magazine. I will tell you, if you get the magazine size, you need exactly 12% for being effective. There's videos out there if you guys want to see that. Why? Anything less than it, it's not worth it. Just put weak point damage, and especially with the piercing light, it works hand in hand. So mine isn't fully built. Literally, this is what I'm running, and I'm still be able to put out a ton of damage. We have action reaction for firearm attack, recoil. We have rifling reinforcement for firearm attack. We have better concentration for that critical hit damage, better insight for critical hit rate. We have expand weapon charge, which you definitely want because it's going to help with your ult. And then concentration support ammo, again, rounds per magazine. This will help with your ult. Now, what I will tell you is I'm gonna level this up again. So I'll probably put a catalyst here, you know, level this up. And then there are 4 mods that I would like to put in here. Number 1 being chill enhancement, kind of goes with her. It's gonna add chill attack to 30% of firearm attack. Special sight, which is movement speed when aiming, negative 30%. But look at that weak point damage when aiming, plus 30%. Really good there. Another weak point damage, 35%, and then refrigerate gun barrel. So if you guys want to get this one's going to give us chill attack. So it kind of all syncs together, and that's kind of how I would run this. Ideally, if you don't have a fully maxed out one, you'll be fine. These are the ones I would go with first, and then I would add these later. So kind of this is my setup at the moment, and that's what I'm running. Now, for my reactor, I have a frozen reactor with piercing light. You can use, if you have an afterglow instead of a piercing light, you can do that too. And then we have chill skill power, singular skill power. If you go down, I don't even have anything maxed. I have chill skill power here and additional skill attack when attacking Colossus. Very low roll. Now you can also do additional skill attack when attacking Colossus and critical hit damage. You can test the 2. They're very close, but very good one right here. You guys can decide which one you want. I'm gonna keep farming for one. Hopefully I get a better one. I would like to get a higher. I would like to at least get a gold additional skill attack when attacking Colossus, but I don't have it. Now, for my external components, ideally, this is what you guys want to go for. The defense, max HP on the Slayer. The reason why the Slayer is the general rounds capacity, the rounds per magazine, skill cost, and then the skill power, right? But again, the one you really want to go for is the MP recovery out of combat. That means the MP will come out of, you will regen that MP when you're out of combat. Really like this one, defense, max HP. For this one is max shield, max HP. Instead of shield recovery out of combat, you want to get MP recovery while in combat. And I actually have one here I could show you. You kind of want something like that. MP recovery in combat is ideally what you want to get on there. I didn't get it, but that's what I want to go for. Here, this is exactly what you want. Max shield, MP recovery modifier, and defense. Again, I'm using the blue ones because I haven't got really good ones. I probably just need to farm the sets. And then finally, we have for the processor, max HP, max shield, shield recovery modifier. So kind of the ones you guys want to go for, the ones you really want to pay attention to. MP recovery modifier, MP recovery out of combat, and then again, you want to go for something like this, MP recovery in combat. And if you could get purple or gold rolls, ideally how you want to go. But yeah, that is how I have her set up. She works amazing. I like her a lot. I do have Enduring Legacy in case for some reason the bosses don't go down. I can put out damage there, and or the Thunder Cage. Really up to you how you guys want to do it. But again, I plan on leveling her up some more, and once I get that, I'll be able to add the 4 mod slots. And then for her modules, I really want to get this one just to get that extra little damage cooldown on my build. So that is the build right there, guys. If you guys have any questions, let me know. But hopefully you guys enjoyed it. See you guys in the next one. Nothing but skills out.